Hello and a very warm welcome to you all to the virtual Stoneybatter Festival Musical Concert. Ed Smith here with you for the next hour or so, just showcasing how much of a creative melting pot Stoneybatter has become over the last number of years. We've got opera, we've got trad, we've got singer-songwriters, we've got dance, we've got it all for you here over the next hour or so, as I say. Key things off with a local legend, Mr. Michael O'Sullivan, in possession of probably the best beard in Stoneybatter. Not only that, a fine voice, and by the looks of things here, a wonderful pair of slippers. Here he is. Here's Michael.
Hello, this is a song by my good friend Paul Kelly, and it's called The Stonebreaker's Yard. In the stonebreaker's yard, they will work you hard for the crime you have done. Oh, Poetic, my son, at the end of the day, with your body you will pay, but they'll never break your spirit in the stonebreaker's yard. On the first day of May, in a letter he did say, Mother Margaret, have no fear, though you may shed a tear, for we've lost the GPO, and to prison I must go, where I surely will die hard, in the stonebreaker's yard. Do not sorrow, do not sigh, for I'm not afraid to die, and my soul will take flight for the sake of what is right. In the stonebreaker's yard, they will work you hard, but they'll never break your spirit in the stonebreaker's yard. From his cold prison cell, they did march him to hell, down those worn grey stairs in the May morning air, where the soldiers on their knees raised their rifles by degrees, as he stood to meet his maker in the stonebreaker's yard. Then all as one rang the shots from their guns, by that bloody prison wall Poetic's body it did fall. In the stonebreaker's yard, they will work you hard, but they'll never break your spirit in the stonebreaker's yard. In the stonebreaker's yard, they will work you hard, but they'll never break your spirit in the stonebreaker's yard. At the end of the day, with his life he did pay, so that Ireland might be free for the likes of you and me. In the stonebreaker's yard, they will work you hard, but they'll never break your spirit in the stonebreaker's yard. In the stonebreaker's yard, they will work you hard, but they'll never break your spirit in the stonebreaker's yard. No, they'll never break your spirit in the stonebreaker's yard. Thank you very much. See you all at Stoneybatter soon. Take care. Bye.
Hey, I'm Kelsey Murray. I'm a dancer and I used to dance in the Stoneybatter Community Hall. I've been dancing since I'm 3 and I recently got a scholarship to a college in Liverpool. I sent a video there of me dancing, so I hope you all enjoy it and stay safe.
I'm in this fight and I'm swinging and my arms are getting tired. I'm trying to beat this emptiness, but I'm running out of time. I'm sinking in the sand and I can barely stand. I'm lost in the street. I need you to hold me. I'm scared, I'm lonely. I try to be patient, but I'm hurting deep inside, and I can't keep away.
What else should I be? Oh, apologies. What else should I say? Everyone is gay. What else should I write? I don't have to write. What else should I be? All apologies. In the sun, I feel as one. In the sun, I'm married. I'm married. I'm married. Yeah, 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 yeah. I wish I was like you, easily amused. I take the fall. Everything is my fault. I take all the blame. I can see from shame. And my soul's burned. It's choking on the ashes of the rain. In the sun, I feel as one. In the sun, I'm married. I'm married. I'm married. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Wow, that is absolutely phenomenal from Carl Moran and John O'Regan and their version of Nirvana's All Apologies, doing exactly what a great cover version should do, dismantling it and reassembling it into a different beast altogether. Before that, the magnificent manoeuvrings of Kelsey Murray, and starting things off with local hero Michael O'Sullivan on the virtual Stoneybatter Festival musical concert here. Thank you again so much for joining us. So much more to come though. Next up, Mr. Charlie Moon.
Hi everybody, just wanted to say a quick thank you to the organisers of the festival for having me. I'm honoured to be a part of it, and yeah, I've chosen a song that I feel is appropriate to play. It's a song that I love by a composer called Leonard Bernstein, and the arrangement I'm going to play is from a record with Tony Bennett, accompanied by Bill Evans on piano. And I think it's a really beautiful song, and I think, I just think I would especially like to dedicate it to those who have been separated from their loved ones or who've lost somebody during this difficult time. So this is a tune called Some Other Time. Hope you enjoy it. time for parting, but let's just be glad for what we've had and what's to come. There's so much more embracing still to be done, but time is racing. Oh, well, we'll catch up some other time. Thank you.
Have you ever wanted to take a vacation from yourself? Maybe go and be someone else for a while, where someone else's frown, someone else's smile, be someone else for a while. Have you ever dreamed of living in some other land? Sit with someone's family for a time, break someone else's bread, someone else's smile, be someone else for a while. but it's much, much harder than to be someone else. You can try and try, run away from yourself. Doesn't do any good, can't be anyone else. Just one thing you can do, be the best you can be. You gotta be best you can be. Have you ever wanted to take a vacation from yourself? Maybe go away and be someone else for a while, where someone else's frown, someone else's smile, be someone else for a while.
I'm going to tell you all a story about poor old Cinderella. She's the ma who got left at home because she couldn't get a fella. Even when she wouldn't get a click, all the blokes would look at her and say, Jesus, there goes a Mary Hick. The poor old girl had no friends at all, except a pair of ugly sisters who made her skivvy round the house, the dirty pair of twisters. Now one night as the other pair went to the princess' ball, the queen of all the fairies came to the kitchen wall. She waved her magic wand about. 6 fairies came to life and dressed up Cinderella just like David Beckham's wife. And then she headed to the ball and she looked a proper tough. All the blokes were stuck on her, the mots were all browned off. The prince was there, he caught her eye and he gave a sudden start. And he said to someone standing by, "Hey Mac, who's the smashing tart?" Then they sat in the garden and they listened to the band. There was no one else around. Ah, Jenny, it was grand. The prince, he sat there, not like what most blokes do, because he thought it might be wrong. She was waiting on a cure. He was dead on all along. He slipped his arm around the waist. He says, "I think you're swell." And then the bloody clock struck 12. She had to run like hell. Her lovely clothes, they disappeared. And this is none of your rumours. She ended up in an old petticoat and a pair of Guyanese bloomers. And as she ran away, she left her slipper in the room. She headed up Clanbrassil Street because that's a shortcut to the Coombe. Now the servants, they were cleaning up and they found a tiny shoe. And they brought it to Prince Charming, who was having a bowl of stew. "Go forth," says he, "and find the foot that fits this tiny slipper and bring it out to Marlborough Street. We're waiting at the chipper." Well, they searched in every house and they searched in every street. And Janie Mac, you never seen such a load of smelly feet. And then they found Cinderella. And it fitted her the best. And she married her Prince Charming. Ah well, you know the rest.
A man of many, many talents is Michael O'Sullivan. There he is again with the wonderful tale Cinderella. Before that, local legend Ben Prevost. And then we had the voice, the glorious, glorious voice of Sophie Whelan, kicking things off with the wonderful Charlie Moon and his beautiful guitar playing. This is the virtual Stoneybatter Festival musical concert. MC here, Ed Smith, with you for another while or so, but none of this would have happened. None of this would have been possible without Mr. Conor Denny. And here he is with his wonderful wife, Christina, and what a gorgeous voice she has. This is incredible.
Hi Stoneybatter, hope you're all minding yourselves and each other. My name's Christina, this is my husband Conor, and we're going to do a song today called How Glad I Am by Nancy Wilson. My love is no beginning, my love is no end. No front or back, my love won't bend. I'm in the middle, caught in a spin, loving you. My love is on top. My love won't rise, my love won't drop. I'm in the middle, and I can't stop loving you. And you don't know, you don't know, you don't know how glad I am. I wish I were a poet so I could express what I like to say. I wish I were an artist so I could paint a picture of how I feel today. Walls on either side, that makes my love wider than wide. I'm in the middle, and I can't hide loving you. And you don't know, you don't know, you don't know how glad I am, how glad I am, how glad I am.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I think of you both when I'm pairing the socks, how one folds into another, and how if you held a raffle and folk were drawing lots, you'd give them all out the same number. Your kindness is leaving the earth, and the feeling is hearth, and the home is a cave. I remember you both hiking up the hillside with the sunset blazing away. Your hiking boots rotten, your hunger forgotten in the color and blaze of the day. Your kindness is leaving the earth, and the feeling is hearth, and the home is a cave. Your kindness is leaving the earth, and the smoke goes on curling right up to the sky. It curls in white. Years spinning by without hearing a word. You're climbing in a desert of snow, and the one thing we heard was a voice like a bird flying low to let us know. Your kindness was leaving the earth, and the feeling is hearth, and the home is a cave. Your kindness is leaving the earth, and the smoke goes on falling right up to the sky. It falls in white. And if you held a raffle and folk were drawing lots, you'd give them all out the same number. I think of you both when I'm pairing the socks, how one folds into another.
God of heaven, there's nothing like nature. The wild mountains, then the sea and the waves rushing, and the beautiful country with fields of oats and wheat, all kinds of things, primroses and violets. Nature it is. As for them saying there's no God, well, I wouldn't give a snap of my 2 fingers for all their learning. Why don't they go and create something, I often asked him. Atheists, or whatever it is they call themselves, go and wash the cobbles off themselves. First they go howling for the priest and they dying. And why? Why, because they're afraid of hell on account of their bad conscience. Ah, yes, I know them well. Who was the first person in the universe before there was anybody that made it all? Who? Ha, that they don't know. And neither do I, so there you go. They might as well try to stop the sun from rising tomorrow. The sun shines for you, he said, that day we were lying among the rhododendrons on Howth Head, in the grey tweed suit and his straw hat. The day I got him to propose to me. Yes, First I gave him a bit of seed cake out of my mouth. And it was leap year like now, yes. 16 years ago. My God. After that long kiss, I near lost my breath, yes. He said I was a flower of the mountain, yes. So we are flowers all. A woman's body, yes. And that was the one true thing he said in all his life. And the sun shines for you today, yes. And that was why I liked him. Because I saw he understood or felt what a woman is. And I knew I could always get round him. And I gave him all the pleasure I could, leading him on until he asked me to say yes. And I wouldn't answer first, only looked out over the sea and sky. I was thinking of so many things he didn't know of, Mulvey and Mr. Stanhope and Hester and father, and old Captain Groves and the sailors playing All Birds Fly, and the sentry in the front of the governor's house with that thing round his white helmet, poor devil half roasted, and the Spanish girls laughing in their shawls and their tall combs, and the auctions in the morning, and the poor donkeys slipping, half asleep, and the old castle thousands of years old, yes, and those handsome Moors all in white and turbans like kings, asking you to sit down in their little bit of shop, and Rhonda with the old windows of the posadas glancing eyes a lattice hid for lovers to kiss, and the iron and the wine shops half open at night, and the castanets. Oh, and the sea crimson, sometimes like fire, and the glorious sunsets, and the fig trees in the Almeida Gardens, yes, and all the queer little streets, and the pink and blue and yellow houses, and the rose gardens, and the jessamine and geraniums and cactuses, and Gibraltar as a girl, where I was a flower of the mountain, yes. And when I put that rose in my hair like the Andalusian girls used, and how he kissed me under the Moorish wall, and I thought, well, as well him as another. And then I asked him with my eyes to ask me again. Yes. And then he asked me, would I? Yes. To say yes, my mountain flower. First I put my arms around him, yes, and drew him down to me so he could feel my breasts all perfume, yes. And his heart was going like mad. And yes, I said, yes, I will. Yes.
Hello all, it's Graham J here. I'm delighted to be including this video of my new single For the Best in the Stoneybatter Pride of Place Festival. I'm a resident here in Stoneybatter for the last 11 years and I've been delighted to be asked, and I'm loving the fact that this is going ahead and that there's some life in our little community. And I hope you're all staying safe, and I hope to see you all in happier times. Thank you. Bye.
Right from the start, you were always the one who could make me forget. Just you and me, we were always the ones that nobody could get. Then you met someone who had to let go of you, I was upset. Now you're alone again, I think you need a friend or something else. 'Cause I heard you've been looking for someone else, and I think you and me, it's something that's for the best. So why don't we try and see what just happens next? 'Cause I think you and me, it's something that's for the best. Something that's for the best. Something that's for the best. I've always said that you were the one I would never let go. I'd been round the block, you were always on top, it was heaven, you know. But then you said goodbye, all I could do was cry as you moved on. But now you're back again, memories come flooding in, you're all I want. 'Cause I heard you've been looking for someone else, and I think you and me, it's something that's for the best. So why don't we try and see what just happens next? 'Cause I think you and me, it's something that's for the best. Something that's for the best. Something that's for the best. I heard you've been looking for someone else, and I think you and me, it's something that's for the best. So why don't we try and see what just happens next? 'Cause I think you and me, it's something that's for the best. Something that's for the best. Something that's for the best. Thank you.
Wow, I think that's what they call cabaret noir. Wonderful from Graham J, and a fine selection of masks he has in his house as well. Before that, gorgeous, The Laundry Song from Mary Barnicott, Liz McLaren, Kieran Crilly and Niamh Roach. Beautiful bit of trad there provided to us by Ian Pearson, Niall Coakley, Mick McCabe and Sinead Kinsella. Now, to the man himself, the local legend. We all know and love Joe Costello, but did you know that Joe, on top of all his other achievements and accomplishments, is a poet? Here he is, reading one of his own concoctions. This is wonderful. This from Joe Costello is Cocooned.
I wrote this poem in April, in the middle of the pandemic, when lockdown was the norm, and the term euphemistically used for older people was cocooned. Cocooned. Let's cocoon the old, the young man says. The minister glows with health and pride. Now stay at home and close the door. You will be fed while safe inside. Small city homes that open to the street, devoid of private space or open ground, nowhere to amble round and contemplate, no place to trap the sun and catch the breeze. Briefly, the multiples gave freedom to the old, allowed time off for leaving home. Their early morning window on the world was quickly shut by the new lockdown. I, at least, have garden walls to fence me in and pace myself, to hit the buffers, round the corners, and move in circles endlessly. Now Easter is upon us with all its frills and frolics. Wondrous birdsong is trilling from the tree. Nature is alive and kicking at the traces. Might I jump the garden fence, run wild, run free.
Let's get together and feel all
I'd really love to ask, is there a place for the hopeless sinner who has hurt all mankind just to save his own? Believe me, one love, one heart. Let's get together and feel alright. As it was in the beginning, one love. So shall it be in the end, one heart. Alright. Give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Saying, let's get together and feel alright. One more thing, let's get together to fight this holy Armageddon. One love. So when the man comes, there will be no doom. One heart. Have pity on those whose chances grow thinner. There ain't no hiding place from the Father of creation, saying, one love, one heart. Let's get together and feel alright. I'm pleading to mankind, one love, oh Lord, one love. Give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Let's get together and feel alright. Give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Let's get together and feel alright.
We're the Phoenix Trio from the RTE National Symphony Orchestra of Ireland. And we'd like to say a huge thank you to all the frontline workers for working so hard for all of us, and even the chippers and ice cream shops.
And I know our summer holidays are cancelled, but let me transport you to sunny Sorrento.
Oh, I met my love upon the road. And oh, I met my love upon the road. And I said, my darling, I will follow where you go. And oh, I met my love upon the road. Death, he said that he would follow too. Death, he said that he would follow too. But I said, my darling, I will always be with you. For I knew somehow that death he followed too. Oh, my little darling, when you die. Oh, my little darling, when you die. Will you paint all your colors on the sky? And oh, my little darling, when you die. Death, he came and he took her by the hand. Death, he came and he took her by the hand. They sailed on down that river to an ever darkening land. So my girl, I will never love again. So my girl, I will never love again. And I will wait until the day we meet again. But another I will never love again. And death, he came and he took her by the hand. Death, he came and he took her by the hand. They sailed on down that river to an ever darkening land. So my girl, I will never love again. So my girl, I will never love again.
First Kiss by the poet Jeff. I'm 13, and my shirt's dirty from all the foot you've been playing all day. To score something on, it's next goal the winner, and I gotta score soon because I'm late for my dinner, but my folks know how important this is to me, and they leave me be. Sure, wait and see. I'll probably still be in trouble and get bent over one knee. The girls rock up, we man up to show off to the crowd, and whether it's come here, or somewhere in a jeer, we scream out something loud. I'm wearing my favourite tracksuit, my hair's on fleek, like I'm a decent looking dude, but I'm all shy and meek, and the only kiss I've gotten is the one in the cheek, but that'll change soon though. Could even happen this week. So as the girls rock up, we put in the show, and I'm getting later for dinner, but there's no way that I'll go. It's Kate's here. She walks up to me, slowly, softly, and with those eyes and that hair, she looks deadly, and in my dream she's led me into all sorts of happiness. But right now it's just us. What's the score, she says? Who's winning? And just like my dreams, this is just the beginning, so I smile and say nothing, just take her by the hand. Rub her fingers down by the side of her face and make sure she understands. It's time to step up to be a man, and as she squeezes my hands, I kiss her lips. There's movement in both of our hips to show it's going well. Well? What? Oh, I drifted off there, and she's staring at me waiting for an answer. Something about footy, yeah, I think I'll chance it. We don't really keep score, it's more for the love of it. Oh, cool, she says, and walks away. My first kiss will have to wait for another day. I'm 14, and the kiss still hasn't come. I tell my friends it's more important to have fun. I'm still playing footy, but inside I feel numb. Jesus Christ, Jeff, just kiss anyone. There's an under 16 disco, and I ask Kate again. We go over here and then try and pretend that there's no real attraction, that we're just there as friends, but the way she looks at me is crazy, and I wish I could beg, borrow and lend some courage. Just for the night. Just kiss her, dude, before she bails and take flight. She won't wait forever. And tonight she's looking better than ever. She's like an angel from a Yeats' love letter. Blonde hair, blue eyes, and just a hint of eyeshadow. She's in a nude dress too. Don't be stupid, dude. This is all for you. Bring her out to the dance floor, get the congrats from the crew. Hopefully, this time we knew. She whispers in my ear that she likes my new shirt. Now, looking back, it was too big, but that didn't matter to her. We still danced some song about falling in love, and the kisses coming quickly, but I sure need a shove. Just stop thinking about it. You made it too big an issue. Look at her eyes, dude. She's with you. It'll be bliss too. A kiss between young fools, it's on you. But you back away after the dance. You make it too much about romance. Go back to the boys and their bromance. Oh, inside I feel ill. I feel like going home and throwing in the Smiths and then chill. I feel like crying if I could just sum up the will, but I don't. Kate looks over hurt. There's tears in her eyes. She thought I'd make the move and questions why. I questioned why. I want to tell her that I'm sorry. And that I'm sorry this was on me and that I failed. This first kiss feels like a prison. I keep building more walls to this jail. Kate walks over and starts dancing with Rob. He's only 2 minutes with her before he lobs the gob. He made that look easy. I feel queasy. What the hell's she doing with that slob? You alright, Jeff? Me? Yeah, not a care. But inside I'm all quiet, I scream, it's not fair. Hey lads, who wants to play truth or dare? I'll go first and smash this point back without coming up for air. I hope that'll take the hurt away. I'm 16 and I'm mixing with a new crew from work. I still haven't kissed yet, but I've blocked out that hurt. My friends think I'm gay, and that's okay. Maybe it's this flashy shirt, but it's certainly something with the way I dress, which is creative at best, but it's the only way I can express where I care less and less and less. I started drinking now. Not a lot, just 1 or 2. This dude I work with tells me he thinks I'm mad smooth. Says I should leave behind me a trade of women without being rude. Says women are there to be respected and not a commodity to be used. I'm stuck in his every word like Lou, so he's like a brother to me. He's a special kind of guy. He says he'll help me get over my fear of being shy. He says the hardest thing about women is the first word, so just say hi. Introduce yourself. Ask if they want a drink and that you're boy. Then just start talking rubbish and try and make them smile. It's a game. Enjoy the chase. That's it. This one day I'm working, the new hires begin. I go over for a gander to see what state they're in. I'm stopped in my tracks. Can't get my breath back. There's Kate. Maybe it's not too late. Maybe we could go over and be her mate, ask for a kiss or not make another mistake, but I have to play it cool. Because rushing in would just show him the fool. So I brush past her and pretend I'm taking this still. Hey Jeff, I didn't know you worked here. Yeah, a little while, got the job for my own there. See, just started. That's ace. To be honest, I love working at this place. The people are cool and I made some great mates. So, how you been? I haven't seen you in an age. She looks at me with those vivid blue eyes and says, great. I'm gonna find it hard to wait. Play it cool, man. Play it cool. Weeks go by and then months after that. Most break times it's just me and Kate having the chats, and a lot goes back to the past, and she asks if I still see the lads, and I say, yeah, they're still there. and still having the crack. It's good to have her back. Just one night work. We're hitting a local bar. I asked Kate if she's going to feel the beat in my heart that skips. She says yes, she'll be there after dark. She says she's glad that I'm going and can't wait for the party to start. All I can think of is that I'm leaving my mark. I choose my shirt carefully. It's a match winner that fits and looks absolutely shit hot in me. I shower, put on a spray, my dolled up mercenary. I have to look good, so she just sits and stares at me. You look good, son. You meeting anyone nice? Nah, man, I'm just heading out for the night. She says okay, but I can see her think, yeah, right. She sees that skip my step and that look at the light. Tonight's going to be the night of all nights. And I can't wait to get in and head straight to the bar. A point of Dutch courage, mate, when you make it go far. See the lads in the corner all having a jar. My heart feels like a passenger in a spun out race car. Kate walks in and I stop. She looks amazing. I have to be careful now because she's got full gaze on. I wave over and smile. It's happy days, son. It's like a romance from a place come. I take my time before I go over to talk. Jesus Christ, don't let her know that it's her you stalk. Glance over for her look, she's also grabbing a hawk. I take a deep breath and I walk. That walk of walks. It's like my body is cheese, my mind is chalk. I hope I'm able to talk. Her hair soft in her face and her eyes vivid blue. She tilts her head slowly and stares straight at you. Her smile tells a story like she knows what I'll do, and her eyes light in glory saying it's on you, it's all on you. I smile and say hi and ask her if she wants a drink, and before she can think, I grab her hand and feel my heart sink. It's like I'm rushing a letter. I have to finish quick before I run out of ink. Push my fingers down by the side of her face. This is what Mac meant when he said to enjoy the chase. I'm taking my time, taking in everything in. There's score something on, I'm just about to win. We close our eyes and our heads come together. She puts her hand on my chest and I let her. In fact, I beg her. Tonight's getting better and better. It's time. I've waited my whole life for this. Our lips join. And that was my first kiss.
More amazing poetry, this time from the poet Jeff reciting his own creation, First Kiss there. Before that, local singer-songwriter Sarah Elaine singing her song Colours in the Sky. Before that, who knew a bit of classical would go down a treat with a big bag of chips? There's the Phoenix Trio outside Sorrento's there on Arba Hill. Sophie Whelan again before that, and what a stunning voice she has. We had the Bows Choir, and starting things off, that little segment of our concert tonight with local hero, local legend, and now local poet Joe Costello. I want to take this chance now to say a few thank yous. Firstly, to our beloved president, Mr. Michael D. Higgins. Of course, to the Stoneybatter Pride of Pace volunteers, all our sponsors, and of course to all the people who took time to perform so beautifully, so incredibly, and so inspirationally for tonight's concert. Thank you all so much for making the effort, and thanks most of all really to you lot for taking the time to spend it with us here tonight as part of the virtual Stoneybatter Festival. Going to finish with this. This is beautiful from Mary and the Pigeons. Thank you all so much, and catch you all again in the flesh, hopefully next time in Stoneybatter.
Without a word, but he left his wings lying on the chair. They weighed me down at first, 6 stones of feathers and dust. He's not the cleanest angel, that's what I like. I put them on my shoulders, I pull the straps on tight, I walked out on the window, I stepped out into the night. bus back home again. Spent an hour with a hairdryer and some towel. Then he walked in and closed the door. I'm sorry, I started to say, but he lifted me up anyway. He said, are you okay? Are you okay? Forget the wings, forget the wings. Remember, I'm an angel, and I forgive all things.
Oh, I met my love upon the road. And oh, I met my love upon the road. And I said, my darling, I will follow where you go. And oh, I met my love upon the road. Death, he said that he would follow too. Death, he said that he would follow too. But I said, my darling, I will always be with you. For I knew somehow that death he'd follow too.